Good evening, everyone. Today is, and I didn't even pay attention, is January 2nd, 2018. Happy New Year!
You too.
I want to thank all you guys for coming. I worked on that package I told you about, and we're going to go over it tonight. And I'm sure there'll be additions and subtractions and improvements as we use it and as we go along. That's always been the case. So let's go ahead and share the screen and get right to it. I should share with sound first. Let me stop sharing. Tony Bird Mom said that she loved the painting in my background whenever I'd share my computer.
I love it. Yeah, I look forward to it.
She was talking to me about that the other day. All right, let's see. Let's see.
You like it, huh?
I didn't change
I love it. Love it.
I'll come out of there. Hold on a minute. Let's get that date correct. It is. Hey, looking at editing. January 2nd, 2018. There we go. Now we'll share. Okay. All our before and after pictures. So we're going to start doing a little less in our sharing here. And because we are talking about making a health priority, I couldn't think of a better picture than our leader, Dr. Anderson. So we've taken our questions down to just two. And what I would like to share tonight is, or what I'm most grateful for today is, and you can do one, you don't have to do two. And what I would like to share tonight is I'm really glad I've got this thing put together. It has been a work of art and a work of love, too. What I'm most grateful for today is that I don't live up north.
I'll say amen to that one.
I mean, we got 50-degree weather here, and that's enough for me. Who would like to go next?
Well, I want to listen. I'll share to you today. What I like to share is I have a dog outside that was going to freeze to death tonight. So my wife enforced me. My wife says, "Go get that dog and bring her home." So she's out there in the porch, and she's just fine.
Yeah.
But she would have been out in the weather with this rain and the wind. Terrible.
Yeah.
So it was nice for me to do that.
I'm glad you
I
told
mean, I just
everyone. It's
became
Michael and Sadie's
dog lovers.
Yeah, it's Michael and Sadie's dog.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you, whose dog?
Yeah, Sadie got a chance to go down and be with Michael for the week, and so we're keeping the puppy for them. How about you, Dorothy? When you talked before, it wasn't recorded, so.
Oh, okay. Well, Mom is doing okay. She's holding her own, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I'm grateful that I do a lot of praying about making the right decisions for her.
Right.
And so far, I feel like I've made the right decisions, and that she's on the mend. I really feel like everything that I've done and that my sister has done has been pointing her in the right direction. You know.
Good.
My baby sister Pearl and her boyfriend were the ones that drove us down to Bay City because I'm afraid to drive in the snow. So Dad drove us down to put Mom in the hospital down there. So I'm grateful for him being able to do that for us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, Dorothy, and I'll keep her in my prayers as well. And I'm sure everybody else is too. Martha.
Let's see. I think I would like to share that Dick is finally doing better. I'm glad December's gone. January can be worse than December was. It was a very hard month for us, and he is doing better. And I'm grateful today that I don't live up north anymore. I'm freezing down here, but I don't think I would have survived up north. It's so cold and snowy and all that. But
we keep you in our hearts, Dorothy.
Oh, it
Yes.
was 14 below zero the other day.
Oh my
Terrible.
God.
It's terrible.
Oh my
How do you
goodness.
even go outside?
I have to bundle up, I warm the car up before I go out,
People, I heard people say there in Times Square on New Year's Eve that they were wearing diapers.
I don't know how they survived because I took my grandchildren to the parade this year and it was very cold and my feet were so cold. I had boots on, but I didn't have the insulated boots on. I don't know how they did it at that temperature without being completely insulated. My feet were freezing just from going to the parade.
Well, Anderson Cooper found the underwear that heats now, that you can actually turn it on. That's all he talked about all night. Is his underwear. Oh, my chest kicked in.
Oh, I listened to the Hallmark channel, so I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was fun. They had a fun time.
Yeah.
A few got drunk. A few of the reporters got drunk in New Orleans, so that was interesting to watch. Miss Novita.
Okay, what I would like to share tonight is, even though we're not living up north, it's freaking cold here. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
Cold.
Yeah, and you guys probably.
I went to the dog run with my neighbor, to help her, and it was just freezing in the golf cart. I mean, it was.
Well, let us celebrate your success. Tell us how you're doing.
Well, I'm also grateful that I'm back on my healthy eating plan and I'm losing weight. And I just feel great.
Down like 11, so that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like about 6 pounds a month that it worked out to.
That's good.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we'll go back to the big screen. The new challenge is starting on the 8th. It ends on the 4th of February. There's 1,097 challengers in there right now. Martha, you asked me if you were in the room. I can see you're not. So we can take care of that. That's not a problem. And they are letting kids join free. I mean, I have no kids I'm going to invite, but I would want everyone to know that they can, would you like your children to play in the challenge for free? As a parent, you have the option to get up to 2 of your children to join the challenge at no cost. Participate with you. To participate with you. It looks like they made a typo. Children must be between 13 and 17. Children are not entitled to the monetary prizes. And you certify that your children fall into that range. So that's something a little different than what we've had. So let's start with all we learned on the goal setting when we went through all that goal setting. Hopefully I have thrown all of this into one place. So when Tony and I were up in Georgia, there was this restaurant I went by every morning on my way to Anytime Fitness. And I that kind of just says it all, doesn't it? Why can't I lose weight? Here's a clue. Joy's Home Cooking Buffet. All you can eat. Includes dessert.
Oh, man.
So don't you agree that this is what sidetracks us sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to discover what it means to take care of yourself. Don't give up on being healthy. Keep it simple. Only you can decide for yourself what feels right, ultimately what serves you. This is your experience and no one else. Let your eyes open to new ways of seeing. Transform your relationship with food. Prioritize your scheduled exercise for the physical changes you can get from it. Restore your mind, metabolism, and immune system. Grow your self-esteem. Connect to what your body is telling you it wants and what the brain has discovered you need. So pretty much that sums up what we learned when we were going through the importance of goal setting. And there is no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. So but I hope by creating this, I'll be able to teach people to put their efforts towards something productive, discover root causes and practical do-it-yourself ways to prevent, and sometimes even reverse your ailments. A garden will fill up with weeds if it's not taken care of. Fill your life with what you really want, not what you should do, not what others want you to do, not even something you wish you could be. Make sure what you do is what you want to do, authentically you and yours. Turn to a new chapter in your life. Break the pattern. Don't follow someone else's dream for you. Follow your own. So when I put the questions throughout this, and I'll provide this to anyone that wants it, and I'll also work with anyone to fill it out. I have a couple of people I've already set up appointments with that we're going to go through this and get them started for the new year. So eating normal is different for each of us. Eating clean is great, but not necessary. A lot of times people get into these programs to lose weight, and they restrict them so much that they can't get to the end of it because they're missing the things that they really love. So maybe if we plan for those foods we really love instead of feeling like we're being deprived of them, and know that they're going to be added back in the future, we can identify those foods, and we can identify why they are our favorite foods. I made a little chart here so you could take those foods that are in your cabinet or the ones that you know that tempt you the most, and you can make a plan for those foods. If you now have something that's in your diet that, Tony, are you making noise? Okay. So the intent is in this is that if it's something you should, am I echoing?
Yeah.
Tony, mute yourself. There. Now am I echoing?
No.
No, now you're fine.
So stay muted, honey. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. So the idea here is that to take those things that you really enjoy and put them into a structure, reframe it. Instead of making it your go-to food, maybe you would make it something that you would have seldom as opposed to frequently. If there's things that you're going to have frequently, but they're high in calorie, and that's one of the things that contribute to your overweightness, then you may want to control the portion that you're going to. And then if it's so unhealthy, by the time you learn the healthy habits, maybe the category it will fall to is never. But I think you should watch your favorite foods, and I don't think you should feel like you're being deprived of them, but maybe you will make better choices about them in the future. What are your reasons for wanting to become healthier or lose weight? Reframe the situation. The solution begins with awareness. We all know that, because a lot of what we have done to ourselves has been without thinking about it. Once you are constantly aware of why you eat, you can catch yourself before eating emotionally. Emotional eating can never be satisfied by food. Identify the right reasons to eat and find other ways to feel good without eating. That's a big statement, and it really does make a lot of sense if you put a little thought into it. There is a middle ground. No all or none rules. I think that causes people to get off track too. Using food for non-physical reasons only becomes a problem when you do it as a way to cope with stress or negative emotions, and you do it frequently and unconsciously. So now we're back to that little chart of never, frequently, or seldom. So that's something that is very personal to the individual, and what makes you gain weight. And I think it varies for all of us. And the things that make you gain weight are things you're going to have to watch the portion and the frequency of. And maybe during this process, you can identify those. And when you've reached your goal weight, now you can be more mindful of that. Emotional eating revolves around 3 issues. Eating mindless and impulsively without thinking first. You eat for reasons other than your physical needs, or you hold beliefs about food that won't move you towards your goal. And I think we can all understand every one of those. And I put in a place here where the reason you eat, you can identify that. And maybe by identifying it and being aware of it, you could be more conscious about the choices you make. When you remove an old belief, you will want to replace it with a better one. Here are 7 attitudes and beliefs that make change possible. Possible, is it? It must be first in your mind, do I believe it is possible? Do I know it is possible? Who else has succeeded? So it's really important that you believe that it's possible. Capability. I believe it can be done. I believe I can do it. The fact that you know it can be done isn't enough. You have to actually believe that you can do it. And necessity. I must achieve it. I must do it now. People stay the same until the pain is so great that change is a must. Don't wait for shoulds to become musts. Necessity. Necessity. You don't have to wait. It can be now. Worthiness. To better oneself. I'm very much guilty of saying, oh, I'm okay. It doesn't bother me. Body fat is not a person. It is a condition. You have potential. You are unique. Unfilled potential will always call out to you. When you improve yourself, you feel good about yourself. And we all have experienced that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, definitely.
Desire. You have to want it. You can't, I think Marcia Birdman would be a perfect example here, because I have watched her not want. She would like to, but now she wants. Isn't that right, Marsh?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that desire has to be there, and it's flipping a switch. It's getting yourself in the right place. And what is most important to you in your life? And what is most important to you about being healthy? Expectations. You need to expect it. Expectations when you believe that if you follow a strategy or a plan, and Dorothy said this the other day, you got to have a plan. You will get the results you want. A powerful sense of certainty. And then the last part is where we go in and out of. And willingness. I am willing. Ultimately, your success will be a measure of how willing you are to do what it takes to get what you want. However, the desire to get something for nothing is so pervasive. We are always searching for the easy fix.
Yep.
Beliefs can change in an instant. Emotional eating is the #1 cause of obesity. I must take an active role to create change. When I am willing to do whatever it takes, then I am ready to receive whatever I want. Does anyone want to add anything to that? Do you find any one of those stand out to you more as applying to you than another?
Oh, several.
I know for me, since I've been going through all of this with my mother, planning has been kind of out the door.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I know that I can fall back on the 5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, going through it, maybe I didn't get to eat what I needed to eat, like if I was at the hospital, or I ate a lot of bars. Thank God for bars.
Yes.
That was good. But when you're busy, you don't have time to plan. You don't have time to make food in advance, and that is hard. I don't care, what the circumstances are, but knowing that I can get back on plan is really helpful to me, because I'll be feeling better when I'm back on plan.
Exactly. Anybody else wanted to draw attention to anything? What hit home for you, Martha?
I think the willingness lately, because I have been making some foods that I shouldn't be having because Dick will eat them, and his eating has really gotten bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard. He doesn't eat some of the stuff he used to love, and so it's really kind of hard to get him to eat normal.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you're taking care of that. Bird Mom, you got anything you want to add to that?
No, I basically can relate to everything here.
Yeah. And the point of putting it into this was so we could look at it and constantly be judging ourselves where we could step it up a little bit. Yeah. Are y'all finding this useful?
Yes.
Very.
Okay, good. Health and fitness are not very high on people's value list. It often takes some kind of health crisis before they are forced to make them a priority. Remind yourself that everything else you value in life, including your family, your finances, your happiness, depends on you being in good health. We forget that. The exercise imperative. The difference between a younger person who is physically active and one who isn't is not particularly dramatic, but the difference between an older person who is active and one who isn't is enormous. Fitness for a young person is an option, but for an older person, it is an imperative. Looking better and feeling stronger are wonderful, but functioning better is life enhancing. How easy is it to forget how important getting up and moving and putting strength back in your muscles and building your stability and balance and making a conscious effort. You know, one of the things that we learned as we were going through the goal setting is that exercise should be like brushing your teeth. It shouldn't be optional if you have time. And that's why I feel like if we're going to talk about health, we have to talk about everything that impacts us health-wise. And exercise actually contributes more to overall health than even the nutrition side of this. The lady there, it is possible if you are willing. She looks like your mother, Dorothy. But I don't think we have to be able to do what she's doing. But it's nice to know if you were willing, right? Willing.
You worked at it.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. We like to act like it's not possible, so that gives us our excuse to not hurt ourselves because it's painful to get into good shape. And the big difference between the senior classes you see up there, Marcia and I go to these classes over here, Anytime Fitness, and those girls, even though they're very young, they're very much aware of our age, and they're always talking to us about being in that class and that your mother, the fall. One of the girls said in the class the other day that building your strength and being in those classes are the very thing that's going to keep you having balance and strength and limit the amount you're falling. You'll be able to recover from that if you take care of this part of your life. And then the opposite is true there. The little ladies, there's probably nothing wrong with them health-wise. Probably every one of those little ladies with a walker probably ate good, but they didn't take care of their muscular system. And because of that, when they got old, they had no strength. And that's why it says the difference between a younger person who is physically active and one who isn't is not particularly dramatic. When I was young and working out all the time, it didn't really make that much difference if somebody didn't. They were already strong. They were already had balance and stamina. But the difference between an older person who is active and one who isn't is enormous. And we can all see that. Is that not correct?
It's true.
You know, Connie, I never realized, but Dick has been walking for the last 2 weeks. Not every day, like today he didn't, it was too cold. But I do see he is not stumbling as much as he was, because he fell several times last month.
Oh. But you know, Marcia, that when you were walking, you could control your blood sugar. That's that's why it's imperative. And I was hoping when I wrote this that this would, not now while it's cold, but when it gets to be warm again, if you get back outside there, I think you can help yourself with your blood sugar just by adding exercise into your life. This is 2018. We're all going to take a better approach. So aging is out of our control. How you handle it, though, is in your hands. Successful aging experts have concluded that physical activity is perhaps the single most important act an older person can do to remain healthy. Younger people's bodies are more resilient and forgiving, whereas older bodies are weakening. Unless we deliberately intervene to slow the process and even reverse it, we risk sliding into early decrepitude.
Decrepitude.
Yeah, decrepitude.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
It is. It is largely up to us. Strengthening the heart and bones improves circulation, reduces obesity, thickens the skin. How many people you see with thin skin, right? And helps depression because of endorphins. Exercise changes bodies and minds. It's empowering. It gives you a sense of being in charge of yourself and your well-being. This is particularly important to older people who often feel like they are not in charge of much anymore. Use it or lose it. But what this leaves out is that if we lose it, we can get it back. Not only can we recover lost function, we can improve function, but easy does it. Now, let's get into our map and making a plan, the physical health and well-being. Imagine yourself thinking, feeling, and behaving in a way that supports what you truly want. So we went back to the questions that we learned in our, like a little class on goal setting. And what I was left with are these questions. What do I want to achieve? Why do I want to achieve this? When do I want to achieve this goal? And is the time scale realistic? Where am I now in relation to my goal? How will getting healthier make my life better? Are you doing this just for you? If not, who else will benefit from you losing weight and getting healthier? And we need to bring that down. Let's get out of there and see what it is. There you go. Have I had success losing weight before? What was the most difficult part for me when I was losing the weight? And why was the weight loss not permanent? And what will be different this time? The distance between dreams and realities is called action. So I'm going to zoom out right there. So those questions, we all went through the questions as we were completing that class. Do you feel like I left any question out that would have been mattered to you? Or do you feel like the ones that are in there are enough to get you to dig deep enough? It will be your reason to keep going.
Yeah, I think you did good.
Back over 'em?
Want to go back over them again? Okay. And even if I should have them in a different order, I'll take any help. Okay, this was my best effort, but more people are better than one. So what do I want to achieve? Why do I want to achieve this? And when do I want to achieve this goal? And is this time scale realistic? All good?
All good.
All right.
All good.
Where am I now in relation to my goal? Where are you starting? And how will getting healthier make my life better? Your reason. And are you doing this just for you? If not, who else will benefit from you losing weight and getting healthier? It really is important to do it for yourself, though.
First, yeah.
Have I had success losing weight before? What was the most difficult part for me when I was losing the weight? And why was the weight loss not permanent? And what will be different this time?
All good questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think I'm missing? Again, maybe we'll come up with another sheet to add here with more questions. But to me, these really help me zero in on me specifically. So I'm just sharing what works for me. So let's go back. The distance between dreams and realities is called action. Start the journey. Optavia succeeds where other programs fail because we incorporate healthy habits in everything we do. You can use any program. I truly believe when followed, most programs do work. What we're going to cover are the 5 and 1, the 4, 2 and 1, and the 3 and 3. And any plan you're using, as long as it's working for you, I think that's what matters. Optimal weight 5 and 1 plan, how it works. Eating 6 small meals per day is the first healthy habit you will learn. On the optimal weight 5 and 1 plan, your body enters a gentle but efficient fat burning state while maintaining and retaining lean muscle mass. I will say to you guys that I just did an in-body test up at when I was visiting Gay over the Christmas holidays, and they test what's in your body. And I am at 100% of my muscle mass. I really didn't have any, which if you look at how long, if you look at how long I've been doing this program, I would be a person that if that was ever a problem, it would show up. Choose from more than 60 convenient, nutritional, interchangeable, scientifically designed fuelings. Change the program, you change the results. You got to do it the way it's designed in order to get the benefit of that fat burn. In addition to the 5 fuelings each day, you learn another healthy habit, how to make a lean and green meal for you and your family. When you know what optimal nutrition looks like, healthy eating becomes second nature. And I put this picture here for me just to show people what's possible on the 5-in-1. But this disclaimer, and I was a compliant 5-in-1. Average weight loss for clients on the optimal weight 5-in-1 plan with support is 20 pounds. Clients in weight loss on an average for 12 weeks. So this is what they're required to say. Oh, I just dropped my mouse. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, where's the mouse? Let me go over here and get this. So now we have a little 2-minute video. I'm going to come out of this. If I can get this over here. Oh, there it is. That's why I couldn't get this over here. And here we go.
At Optavia, we offer lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. For most, it starts with achieving a healthy weight. This is the catalyst for bigger changes. We succeed where other programs fail because we incorporate healthy habits in everything we do. Our Optimal Weight 5-in-1 plan works because it is simple and easy to follow. We give you the knowledge and nutrition you need to succeed. With great tasting, nutritious fuelings, snacks, and our healthy lean and green meals, we teach you what good nutrition looks like, making healthy eating second nature. On the Optimal Weight 5-in-1 plan, your body will enter a gentle but efficient fat-burning state, which is essential for losing weight. You will learn to eat 6 small meals per day every 2 to 3 hours, which is our first healthy habit. Choose from more than 60 delicious, convenient, nutritionally interchangeable, scientifically designed fuelings. We have something for everyone. Shakes, bars, brownies, pancakes, mac and cheese, and more, with plenty of options to fit your lifestyle, including gluten-free and non-GMO fuelings. Each fueling contains high-quality protein, which helps retain lean muscle mass, and a probiotic, which helps support digestive health. In addition to 5 fuelings each day, you'll learn another healthy habit: how to make lean and green meals for you and your family. Your lean and green meal includes countless variations of 5 to 7 ounces of protein and 3 servings of vegetables. Best of all, you can eat your lean and green any time of day. You can even dine out. And for a satisfying crunch, add an optional snack to one of your meals daily. Our physician and registered dietitian developed plans have been recommended by more than 20,000 doctors since 1980, and our products and programs have been used by more than 1 million clients. Proven nutrition gets you where you want to go. Your Optavia coach will make sure you never go it alone. Connect with your coach today.
All right, let's go there. Let's go back to here. Hey, did you guys enjoy the new video they made for us? Dorothy and Martha?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you couldn't see that?
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, what I just
Oh,
showed.
yeah. Oh, no, I
You watched the video, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant one that may have been, sent to us.
No. This is I'm talking
This
about
one here. No, I like these.
these are the new videos for yeah. I
the
thought
plans.
I loved it. Going through finding it, it really helped with what I was trying to put together here. So now, when I was up there and I was talking to the lady at the gym that is Gay's other coach, she said that me doing the 5-in-1 and doing the exercise that I'm doing, that there's a good chance that I'm leaving fat burn and I could be doing myself harm. And she suggested that I go to the 4 and 2. I haven't listened to these videos. I'm listening to you with you for the first time. So I just wrote nutrition support today and told them what I was told by this other nutritionist, and I'm waiting for feedback from them. And whatever they come back and tell me, I will do. But I suspect it is going to be the 4, 2, and 1 plan.
I think that's best for me too as a diabetic.
You go into the 4, 2, and 1, you won't be in fat burn.
I know.
Yeah.
But I want to exercise. So I have to make up my mind. That's the point. And that's why they have different programs. If I'm doing, this was their point. This was Gay and M's point up there. See, when I walk every day, I go in excess of 200 calories, 230, 280, somewhere like that. That's like 2 of my meals, and I'm doing a 5 and 1. So what I was doing was adding an extra shake a day. And I am losing weight constantly with doing it this way. But the nutritionist that Gay took me to, and I have a sneaking suspicion Gay took me there because I wasn't listening to her. She wasn't being as blunt as the other lady was. But the other lady said that when I add that extra Metafast meal, I'm taking myself out of fat burn because of the carbs that are in it. And I really had thought nutrition support had said you could add an extra meal. And she says, no, not. But that's why I wrote nutrition support, just to make sure I'm not hurting myself.
What they told my daughter-in-law was to add extra protein.
Mm-hmm. And she talked to me about protein, and getting too much protein will throw you out of fat burn too, and I shouldn't have more than 100 grams. So it was a whole long conversation, but all it left me with was more knowledge. And I'm going to listen to this 4, 2, and 1 plan right now, but I'm not in a hurry to get where I'm going. I just want to get there, and when I get there, I want to be fit. So if the 4, 2, and 1 is the best program for me, I will do it. But I will see what comes back from nutrition support, and I will share it with you guys. So the optimal 4 and 2 plan, the optimal weight 4, 2, and 1 plan is perfect for you if you want to continue eating all food groups, or you want a flexible meal plan to help you achieve a healthy weight. 4 of your meals are Optavia fuelings. Choose from more than 60 delicious, nutritional, interchangeable, and scientifically designed fuelings each day. You will also prepare 2 lean and green meals and enjoy 1 healthy snack. I have people that did the 4, 2, and 1 because it's for people who are over 65 as well. So
At Optavia, we offer lifelong transformation, 1 healthy habit at a time. For most, it starts with achieving a healthy weight. This is the catalyst for bigger changes. We succeed where other programs fail because we incorporate healthy habits in everything we do. We give you the knowledge and nutrition you need to succeed. With great tasting, nutritious fuelings, snacks, and our healthy lean and green meals, we teach you what good nutrition looks like, making healthy eating second nature. Our optimal weight 4 and 2 and 1 plan is perfect for you if you prefer a flexible meal plan to help you reach a healthy weight. It's simple. Each day you eat 4 fuelings, 2 lean and green meals, and 1 healthy snack. You will learn to eat 6 times daily, our first healthy habit. Every 2 to 3 hours, choose from more than 60 delicious, convenient, nutritionally interchangeable, scientifically designed fuelings. We have something for everyone. Shakes, bars, brownies, pancakes, mac and cheese, and more. With plenty of options to fit your lifestyle, including gluten-free and non-GMO fuelings. Each fueling contains high-quality protein, which helps retain lean muscle mass, and a probiotic which helps support digestive health. In addition to 4 fuelings each day, you'll learn another healthy habit, how to make lean and green meals and choose healthy snacks for you and your family. Each lean and green meal includes 5 to 7 ounces of protein and 3 servings of vegetables. Eat your lean and greens any time of day. You can even dine out. Incorporate your healthy snack into any one of your 6 daily meals. Fuel your body with a healthy snack like an Optavia snack, healthy starch, fruit or dairy option to keep you satisfied throughout the day. Proven nutrition gets you where you want to go. Your Optavia coach will make sure you never go it alone. Connect with your coach today.
Okay, so that is, I can see why they're saying
At Optavia, we offer
class I'm doing. And it looks like that actually is, when I've had, let me stop sharing here. Or let me get out of the PowerPoint. Dorothy, when I've had people and I've told them about the 4, 2, and 1, I've never considered the 4, 2, and 1. They may go on it, but they'll always want to go back to the to the 5 and 1, because I have used that 5 and 1 to maintain the weight loss that I had, because it works so well, just like what you said. You know, you can go right back in it and get it quick.
Well, I did have someone who only used the 4, 2, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
An older woman, wasn't in a hurry, and wanted fruit.
That's what I had too. People who wanted to eat more of what they wanted, and to be able to eat bread and fruit. And you can have a piece of bread or you can have fruit on that. You just in the process.
It has to be with your meal. It can't be separate. You can't just say, I'm going to have an apple. It has to be with a meal.
Yeah.
Meal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get all that back from nutrition support. Okay. So what's the next one?
You're 3 and 3.
That 4, 2, and 1 that I had my friend on allowed her to breathe better and go back to playing golf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm anxious to, so I did the 5 and 1. I had great results with it. And I'm anxious to be able to role model the 4, 2, and 1 and see how it does. It won't hurt me to learn, but I'm waiting to hear what nutrition support says. All right, so the optimal 3 and 3 plan. This is when you're changing over, you've reached your weight loss, and you're going into maintenance. They don't call it maintenance anymore. What do they call it, Dorothy?
For most, it starts with achieving a healthy weight. This is the catalyst for bigger changes. Every simple new habit, every healthy decision, every positive change leads to more. At Optavia, we believe optimal health is about what's added to your life, not what's subtracted from the scale. When you achieve an optimal weight, you increase your health, confidence, and vitality, and create space for a bigger life. Continue on your path to lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. To help you sustain your healthy weight, the Optimal Health 3 and 3 plan is the perfect choice. On this plan, you will continue to use healthy habits, eating nutritionally balanced small meals every 2 to 3 hours, while integrating more food choices in the right portions. It's simple and easy to follow. Every day, you will eat 3 optimal health fuelings. Choose from a wide selection of delicious and nutritious optimal health fuelings that are free from flavors, colors, and sweeteners from artificial sources and are high in protein. Many of them are also gluten-free. In addition to 3 optimal health fuelings, you will eat 3 balanced meals each day. You can prepare these for you and your family and enjoy any time of day. And to satisfy the occasional craving, you can have 1 free choice daily. Get started in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Calculate your total energy expenditure, or TEE, which is the number of calories you burn each day. Use our TEE calculator on the Optavia site. Step 2. Choose your meal plan based on your TEE. Our registered dietitians have crafted a variety of healthy meal plans to fit your needs. Step 3. Familiarize yourself with the plan's food groups, which include fruits, dairy, starches, proteins, fats, and vegetables, giving you flexibility and variety. Proven nutrition gets you where you want to go. Your Optavia coach will make sure you never go it alone. Connect with your coach today and celebrate your journey to lifelong transformation.
All right.
For most, it starts with a
Let's go back to our PowerPoint. And so finding out what your healthy weight is, and they're talking about your T. Really, the times 11 is what gets you where you should be, right, Dorothy?
Right.
For the weight that you want. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And so you can look across this, the tables included, so people can see where they fall in the BMI chart. And a BMI chart is a guesstimation because they can't tell how much muscle you have in your body. So you have to use it with a grain of salt. But it's a good reference, is what I would say. I have gone back and pulled out the charts that we made and that we use before, and I couldn't come up with anything better. So there's something elemental about the fact that we have the need for tension. The feeling that we have endless time to complete our work has a debilitating effect on our minds. Our attention and thoughts become diffused. Our lack of intensity makes it hard for the brain to jolt into a higher gear. For this purpose, you must always try to work with deadlines, whether real or manufactured. When faced with the slimmest amount of time to reach the end, the mind rises to the level you require. Ideas crowd upon one another. You don't have the luxury of feeling frustrated. Every day represents an intense challenge, and every morning you wake up with original ideas and associations to push you along. If you don't have such deadlines, manufacture them for yourself. Your mind is like the army that is now backed up to the sea of the mountain and cannot retreat, sensing the proximity of death. It will fight harder than ever. I have noticed a difference in urgency between those individuals that have life-threatening reasons to get healthy and those that are not yet facing dire consequences. So we complete the structural tension chart, and you start where you're at, your current reality. And if you take a person that's only going to lose 5 pounds a month, they can go from the first 30 days to the 360 days and lose 60 pounds. And anyone without a whole lot of effort could lose 5 pounds a month. So where would you be in a year? So one of the reasons to not crowd yourself is just to give you that ability to get it done, not keep going in and out, yo-yoing, as they say. And at the top, you have your goal weight, your goal BMI, waist circumference when you start and waist circumference when you end. So this is one of the ways that you'll be able to track. This is another form that we used. I'm sure Dorothy and Marcia remembered. I don't think I used it with Bird Mom. But taking those pictures every month, I don't know how many people don't do that. And but I didn't want to take those pictures. When Gay called me to take my pictures, I kept promising next day. And she didn't stop bugging me until I finally said, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then once I said it, I had to do it. And I wouldn't trade those pictures for anything. And don't just use the scale to track your weight. Use a tape measure to track inches. And there's a place here on this form for that. And then creating the habits of health, not restrictions. Your habits of health book, and you're living a longer, healthier life. If you have those books, we've given you the path of using them on this form. Tracking your actions. Everything you need to do, right down to your exercise, done every week and daily. So now you got your daily, you got your weekly, and you got your monthly and your annual. So we've covered everything that they said. Dorothy, would you cover the support calls?
You know what? I get a message.
Uh-huh.
And I just click on the message for the Zoom. I don't go into the calls anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start posting those in our support group for people who have already. I'm going to make that a habit. I'll go in and post it on the day of, and then I'll post the recording after that. And I'm just going to be diligent about it. And if you guys help me be diligent, I appreciate it.
I don't know where to get the calls.
I do.
And they're Zooms now. They're not just phone calls.
Yeah, I know, but we can post the link right in our support group. Okay. And maybe some, huh?
I couldn't find the habits of health calls because I missed 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. I have them. I can show them to you. I'll do that at the end of this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I added annual calendar in this so somebody can look at their progress over the year. And that's the end, guys, of what I put together for us to actually chart our journey. Our success story tonight is Justin Barton. Justin realized his life needed to change at 325 pounds. It was time. His pastor was having results, and his results were where I wanted to be personally. I asked him, what are you doing? He told me about the program, and I was ready. And that's so important, being ready. It took Justin 5 months to lose 100 pounds. That's amazing.
Crazy, yeah.
I didn't want a pill or medications. I wanted something that worked from the inside. Food is what got me here. I wanted a way to attack that. And we are done, my friends. Now, Dorothy, you were saying you can't find the
Habits of health. Yeah.
I'm going to go to them right now, I think.
I could find old ones, but I couldn't find the current ones.
Bird Mom, you know all of this is available to you. You're always part of Optavia, whether you use a program or not. You can use all the tools that we have doing exactly what you were doing. I was thinking about when I was preparing this because I wanted to make sure you didn't feel like because you were on a different program that it wouldn't work for you.
No.
I think it will work for anybody, don't you?
Yes.
You know what I think it is, Connie, not so much the food plan of it, but the habits of health.
Here they are, Dorothy.
I think doing the habits of health is what's so important.
Current.
Yeah, these are current ones.
It said December the 20th.
Here's the 27th right here. See that?
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's in your, when you go, Marcia, you may not know this, your page, your business page where people go to place their orders.
Okay.
You now go there by typing in, I think yours was We Can Help, wasn't it? No, Health Matters Most is what.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go to your page now, you would type healthmattersmost.optavia.com.
Yeah.
And then you would get there. And it's in your Optavia community, Dorothy, okay?
Okay.
All right, folks, I'm going to stop recording now, and I appreciate all y'all's contribution tonight.